Okay, it's time to go to the Commonwealth.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Yes.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Okay.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
I can't believe this, you guys. I can't believe this. I absolutely can't believe this. Okay, I'm on the fucking platform.
Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay?
Okay.
For the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Okay, so I'm actually replaying this. I just played this, but I want to replay it so that I can just talk about my feelings about this scene, because what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna do this really quick so I don't forget to do this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I just want to replay this scene because
I wondered if you
I just played it and I didn't record my reaction. I hate that I didn't record my reaction, so I'm going to replay it and talk about how I feel about this insane twist. And this isn't the only twist that's going to happen in this story, I have a feeling. So, and I'm glad I didn't have it spoiled for me. The game came out like 3 months ago, so...
I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I just... I don't even, dude.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show
yes,
you
I've
that
hated
you may
the
have
Institute since Fallout 3.
the wrong impression.
No.
Welcome to the Institute.
No.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated
It is quite impressive, I
ourselves
must
to
say.
humanity's survival. Decades of research.
This looks better
countless
than any place in the
experiments,
Commonwealth.
trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all.
I don't...
As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You
At
are
this
here for
point,
a specific,
this is what I'm thinking the first time I played
personal
this.
reason. You are here for your son.
So the first thing I'm thinking is I'm gonna kill this guy, whoever this father guy is, so that I can get my son. Oh, Shaun!
Yes, I'm Shaun.
This is heartbreaking, dude.
Shaun? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Oh, wait, I gotta get out of my armor. Get out of that. You don't want that ruining the scene. I want to see my face. Her emotions are pretty intense
Shaun?
during this scene.
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Shaun, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please,
Father?
Shaun.
Oh,
your mother.
this is heartbreaking.
Trying to take
Just talk to me.
It's like the first
Just
part of the
open the
game where I'm
door.
actually heartbroken.
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing.
That's so fucked
The
up.
child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I can't everything that comes out of his mouth. I'm just so angry. It's just like this whole, oh, calm down. Fucking Comstock-esque weirdness going on right now.
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun. Right now.
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
You guys, how did I not see this coming? I predicted that he was going to be older, but I didn't know that he was going to be the asshole, like, leader of the Institute. I didn't foresee that the Institute would brainwash him and
following?
make him... But look at him. He looks just like her husband. He looks just like him, dude. The resemblance is striking. Which is obvious. A program definitely generated that resemblance, but depending on who you know, the parents,
This
I
really
guess it
is a
generates
matter
his
of
look or
importance.
whatever, but... I'm just so heartbroken, dude.
It's really you.
Ah.
After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
He's so disconnected from this. Like, it's almost like he's a synth. Like, I mean, I understand he's older now. He has, like, more perspective on things. But I feel like he's seriously been brainwashed by the Institute. And, like, wouldn't, even after 60 years, wouldn't you want to meet your mom? Like, wouldn't you be a little bit more... Wouldn't you be a little bit more... I don't know.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
He sounds like a recording. Like he's just spouting out fucking Institute nonsense. So, I'm so upset. Fuck you, game. I was playing this whole game all 50 hours looking for Shaun, and now Shaun is this asshole, and I'm probably gonna have to kill him.
Human synths? Really?
Fuck you, game.
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
This is just... I mean, I do believe him, but... so fucked up. Like, I don't believe his vision. His vision is just bullshit. Like, he's just been brainwashed since infancy.
This really is a matter of importance.
And this is so... he's beyond saving at this point.
Shaun. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your father. He never got to see
Neither
you grow
did
up.
you.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of
collateral damage?
For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
He's been so brainwashed, dude. He doesn't... I guess, and part of it is, like, It kind of reminds me how, like, there were, like, during World War II, Nazis would
I hope you're not too
find,
overwhelmed.
you know, Jewish kids that they liked, and then they would adopt the kid and then kill their parents or send their parents off to concentration camps. This happened, and, like, sometimes the kids would find this out later on, and then they would stay with the parents because those were the parents that raised them. And that's how I feel about him. It's like he grew up in the Nazi regime and fucking sympathized with the Nazis. I don't know. There's no way my opinion of the Institute is gonna change. I don't. They're evil people.
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to
Has he
science like
been
every other
outside
member
of the
of the
walls
Institute.
at all?
My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that.
Sorry for this lag. Yeah, the lag is bad.
Just give me time. What else can I say to
Sorry
ease
about
your
the lag.
mind?
I'm not going back and re-recording that. I'm not doing that again. Sorry, it's laggy, fucking whatever. It's just... This game just, like, pulled me in with this idea of, like, finding my son, and
This really
it
is
just,
a
like,
matter of
fucking
importance.
shattered my hopes. Fuck you, game!
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here.
Ugh, this lag, god damn it.
I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
No. I want to be with you, my son, but I'd rather, if I could have rescued you from this bullshit, then I would do it, but it's too late, obviously.
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I feel like this has all been some type of sick experiment. Like that they've been experimenting on her. Because he recalls all of these details. How does the fuck he know? And he's like, oh, you killing Kellogg was like some type of revenge that we both needed. And it's like, what? This has just
really
been some weird fucking experiments.
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
But I don't know. I
just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home.
I don't care about the Institute. I care about you.
Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and Dr. Holdren in bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
So, I'm gonna try to figure out why my computer's lagging or whatever. But the reason I wanted to go back and kind of share with you guys how I felt about that. And I think I've listed most of my thoughts, but that's so, I can't believe I didn't think of that. I didn't think that our son would really be the asshole of the Institute. I mean, I thought that maybe he'd be a little bit older, but I still thought that there would be that like cathartic feeling, because that cathartic sense of family was such a big part of Fallout 3. And it kind of, this game kind of fucked with our expectations like that, because you kind of think, oh, you know, it's all about family and whatever, but I can't back what, I mean, I'm gonna try to talk to people in the Institute, but I'm not gonna side with the Institute. I'm gonna be with the Minutemen and the Underground Railroad. That's where I believe that my beliefs strongly ally with them, and I'm gonna find myself, because of the fact that I'm allied with those people, it's really not gonna work out in the end with my son, with my character's son. This is not gonna end well. Oh God, it's just so upsetting. This is so upsetting. I did not see that coming, you guys. I did not see that coming. Oh my God. I'm so upset. I should go.